Okay, so when they decide, say, they'll ask a question like, what factors does a company have to think about when opening up a new business? You just need to know at least four factors and being able to explain them. So let's just go through some of the factors that they could be. Now, if you want, you can pause the video and try and think, can you list three or four now? And if you can, you're already on a good track. But let's see if you've got all these ones. Well, the first one is transport. So there's no point opening a new store if there's not enough transport for people to actually to get there. I'm trying to think of a good example. Okay, so there's a co-op just down the road from me. It's got like terrible parking in front of it, and no one can actually walk to get to it. So I just think I can't understand why they bothered having a location like that. Every time you try and park there, it's just the most stressful thing in the world. So it's really useful having transport links, like bus links, all those sort of things. The second one is cost. Now, if you think about that place in town, that sweet shop that was in St David's Centre, like it was massive, like Kingdom of Sweets. It was all well and good them having the best location in town, but it cost a fortune every single month for them to have that location, which is why they went bust. And the next one is government assistance. Now, in Sunderland, Nissan, the car company, set up in Sunderland, and the main reason was they got government assistance. So they got like a big grant to do it. Like, if you think about Amazon, they set up in Swansea purely because the government gave them like 6 million to do so, and they also built them a road for them. So there's a real good reason to locate your business where the government would like you to go there. And if you're wondering, the reason why the government want you there is because you'll create jobs. Right, here's another one. Right, suppliers. So if you are I don't know, like a company that supplies paper or you make paper, the best idea is to be as close as you can to your suppliers, which would be like the trees, because there's no point being miles away from your suppliers because then you'd have to deliver trees everywhere. It'd be a disaster. Next one. Right, competitors. Like you probably want to be far away from your competitors so you don't have to actually compete with them. For example, if you're a big supermarket, you wouldn't want to be right next to another big supermarket because it'd be really hard to then charge higher prices. Right, clear obvious one is you want to be near your customers because if there's no customers in your location, you're not going to sell anything. And then finally, labour. Now, this is probably less important for a lot of products, but for certain products, you need to be close to the sort of labour that you're looking for. So, for example, if you're a really high-tech company, it'd be worth locating in somewhere called Silicon Valley in America, where there's lots and lots of really high-tech workers who you can use as your labour. Because if not, if you're in a place where there's no labour like that, it would cost you quite a lot of money to get the labour in. Now, what you got to think is you probably only need maybe, I don't know, like three or four of these. So just pick the ones you understand, and then I'll go to the next slide and show you the question they'll normally ask you. Right, I don't really get this, right, but for some reason the WJC love this. They absolutely love this question. Every single year it's the same question. And they'll say, explain one good thing and one bad thing of SCS, so here they are, whoops, of SCS locating here. Right, so let's think about a good thing and a bad thing. Right, first of all, we've got a bad thing. You can say a bad thing is there is competitors there, another competitor here. So there's two really big competitors in there. And you also don't know what's going to be happening in the empty unit. So that's the first bad thing. So competitors. I'd say the second bad thing is if there is an empty unit, I'd say the kind of what do you call it, retail park might be getting worse and worse. Because do you ever go to those retail parks where there's like one shop left? It's like Halfords, and all the other ones have gone bust. Like I'd be worried about this empty unit because the retail sector might be getting worse. Okay, what else could you say? Another downside of here. I think that's pretty much the big downsides. I can't think of anything else good there. Right, let's go to plus points. The first plus point is there's a really big car park, so that means people can buy their stuff and whatever. Another good thing is people are near. There's an Asda supermarket nearby, so people might go from Asda to your shop when they're doing their weekly shop. Another good thing you could say is it's in the middle. So if it's in the middle, then people are more likely to walk past it. Really important things you can say is there are bus stops nearby. If there's bus stops nearby, there's more likely to be people coming. And then you can say also it's good because it's near the motorway. And so if it's near the motorway, it's really easy for people to get to. But honestly, it's as easy as that. You just got to say one good thing, one bad thing, and all they do is they just change the names on this thing every time.